This is St Mary's Primary School, Aughnacloy, built in the year 1905 by Father Booth. Father Booth was the parish priest in Aughnacloy parish, or better known as the parish of Aughnacloy, from 1901 until his death in 1948. The school is virtually unchanged since 1905. It was renovated by the parish priest that came in after Father Booth, Father Bennett. As far as I know, it was done about 1950, although I'm not very certain with that, 50 or 50. Father Bennett, as I was saying, renovated this school about 1950. Father Bennett became parish priest in the parish of Aughnacloy after Father Booth's death in 1948, and was parish priest of this parish until 1963, where he was then moved to Aughnacloy, where he became canon. As you can see, the playing area at the school was never very good. We used to play football down in this field here just below the school. There's plans ahead to build a new school at the far end of the town now, and hopefully the building will start this year, and this school then will be disused after the new one's finished. Hopefully the change will take place in about a year or 18 months time. The school formerly was a 4-teacher school, but this last few years it has been a 3-teacher school. I last went to this school myself in 31 years ago. At that time it was a 4-teacher school. The headmaster at that time was a Master Short, who still lives in the town. We'll maybe have a word with him later on. Monaghan colours?
No, true. True, you have to beat Donegal, not Finn. Oh, he don't beat him. I need the heaviest.
Yeah, what's your name?
You mean Trina? Gotta beat them boys. Tyrone, useless! Up Monaghan! Up Tyrone! Up Monaghan! Tyrone, kill them! Up Monaghan! Do you play football?
Don't be fighting over that sink, the Perry. I say, don't be fighting. Bye-bye. You okay? Yeah. Well, tell the people here that happen to be watching the film who you are anyway. This is Master Patrick Short, formerly the headmaster of St Mary's Primary School. When did you come to St Mary's, Master?
In May 1955.
55. And what year did you retire?
I retired in 1982.
That was a fair long service. So it is. You're formerly from Ballygolly?
Yes,
outside
Ballygolly.
Ballygolly.
Yeah.
What parish or what town lawn were you?
Turnaskey.
Turnaskey. And after you came out of college, where did you teach first?
I trained in Scotland, and then I taught in Perth, at the bottom of the Highlands. I taught there for 7 years.
Was that prior to coming to Aughnacloy?
Yes, I was teaching a couple of years in Greenock.
Before you went to Perth, or?
No, I trained in Aberdeen, and I got my first job in Perth, and then I saw an opening down in Greenock, and I came down to Greenock and got a job.
Yes. What year did you say you retired?
1982.
82. That's 27 years you taught up there.
Yes, that's right, here.
It's a good long service, isn't it?
It is. It's not so long when you look back on it, you know.
I suppose not.
No.
If you had to look that distance ahead, it'd be a lot.
Well, that's right, it'd look a lifetime. Huh?
You seem to be enjoying your retirement here anyway. You have the garden in great shape.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
lovely. It'll be a long time before mine's as well, anyway.
Well, you have a long time to go to get a good garden. I saw you're in the way of getting a good garden.
It's coming round, but there's a lot of work to do to you.
Oh yeah, well you have a fairly big garden there too.
So sometimes you think if you had a big garden it'd be great, and then when you have it big, it's nearly too.
It is. Breeder and I like to have a good big garden at the beginning, you know. When we came here in 1969,
Is that when you moved into this
in
bungalow
here,
here?
yeah. And we think now we could have done with a less acreage than what we have.
It's a full-time job keeping it.
It is, it is.
You lived up opposite the school before that, before you moved into the bungalow?
Yeah, that's right. In Willie McCann's house.
What were you, 4 years there? Oh, you were more.
Oh, we were there from 1955 to 1969.
Oh, 69. Oh, you were 14 years.
That's right.
Well,
that's the year we came up here.
What do you think of them going to build a new school down at the other end of the town?
I think it's very good. So it'll be, it will be very good. Like it's still in the boundary.
It takes a lot more room at a school now than in your days. Nowadays at school there was desks and they're sitting in rows. You see now,
that's right.
from being in the day, they're sitting around tables.
They are completely
they take up
different.
a lot more room on the.
When I came there to St Mary's, in Aughnacloy, there were these long desks, would accommodate about six boys in one seat.
That's right. And then they moved into smaller desks. Now they're on chairs.
That's right.
Many teachers was in the school when you retired?
There were, when I retired, there were just 3. You see, it was a boys' primary school that I was working in. And then there was, pardon?
It wasn't integrated when you left?
It wasn't, no. There was Mrs. Quinn and Miss Kenny worked in they were teaching in the girls' primary school.
Right.
And then when St Kieran's and Ballygolly opened in 1966, St Mary's primary boys and girls' schools were amalgamated.
Oh, in 66? Yeah.
66.
And did that do away with one teacher at that stage?
No, well, you see, Golden School was closed and the Golden children came in here to our school.
Yes.
The majority of them did anyhow.
Was that about 66 too?
That was just, yes, when it closed.
Yeah.
When after St Kieran's opened in 66, that's right. They came in here in September when the school reopened after the holidays.
And Aughnacloy was still a 4-teacher school at that stage?
And Aughnacloy was a 4-teacher school. Then it was seen, yes, Breda, you see, was appointed. No, Breda was with me, sorry. It was a 4-teacher school, that's right. And it was a 4-teacher school till 1973.
Was it? I wasn't sure when. Teacher,
yeah.
3-teacher. Who was the headmaster when you came?
Actually, there was a man doing local cleanings there, Smith, Mr. Smith.
Master Smith.
That's right.
He came after Master Ritchie, I think, did he?
He did, that's right. Well, he just, he held the post there for...
It was a permanent
that's right.
appointment.
Yeah.
I suppose you enjoyed your days up there, anyway?
Oh, they were quite good, right enough, so they were.
I suppose there's not as much pressure with gardening the whole time. It's nice too.
That's right.
This is Mr. Short, Paddy's wife. You taught in Aughnacloy, St Mary's in Aughnacloy.
I did, yes.
When did you come till?
I came in September 1961.
And how long did you teach in it?
And I taught in it until 1973. In the meantime, in 66, it had been amalgamated with the girls' school. When I started, it was just a boys' school. Paddy was the principal and I was the assistant. And then it was amalgamated in 1966, and it was made a 4-teacher school, and Paddy was the principal. and Mrs. McCullough and Mrs. Conley and myself were the assistants. And then I retired I became redundant in 73 because the numbers had gone down.
And then you went to Caledon, did you?
Well, I didn't go immediately to Caledon because Caledon weren't ready that time for
Yeah.
the 3 teachers.
No vacancies.
No.
Were you off teaching then for?
No, I did almost a year in the convent in Dungannon, and I did a year in Kilnahushuk Primary School, which was in Clogher, and it closed down. And then Caledon, I started in Caledon after that.
How long did you teach in Caledon School?
I was 9 years in Caledon until
9
I
years.
retired, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This, for people that wouldn't know, it's also part of the
It's
parish
the other
of
end.
Aughnacloy. It's the
Yes,
other end of the
it's
parish.
the other end of the parish.
In
Yes.
fact, I always thought it should nearly have been a parish on its own. It's a
Yes.
sort of a separate identity over there.
Yes,
isn't it?
everybody.
Like the Aughnacloy people don't know the Caledon people. all that way.
No, I didn't until I went to work there, you know.
And where were you teaching before you came to Aughnacloy?
Well, the year before I married, I was in Derry, in the Cregan. It was a new school that was open there. And it started off as 10 teachers, and about a year or two there were 20 or 30 teachers nearly in it.
I suppose there was no trouble, as there no?
Oh
in
no,
the
not
Cregan at
that
that time.
No.
Although I suppose it was a fairly impoverished area, was it?
It was, yes. It was the cathedral parish that time. They have parish of their own now, and a church and schools, primary schools and all. This was an infant teacher, just infants that time, from primary 1 to primary 3.
What year was that you taught in Derry?
57 to 58. No, 58 to 59.
59.
59. I got married in 59, came to Aughnacloy, and I wasn't teaching then after I got married. I just did subs locally
Yeah.
until I was appointed in Aughnacloy.
Did you enjoy your term in Aughnacloy School? You did?
I did, yes, and I enjoyed very much.
Thanks very much, anyway, for taking time off to talk to us.
Not
at
at
all.
all.